So, if you're a king, what are you a king of? If you're a king and a queen, what are you a king and a queen of? You are supposed to be the king and queen of heaven. The king and queen of heaven. Now, this has been taken and used against humanity for a very long time. See, the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. And if the kingdom of heaven is inside of you, then you are supposed to be the king of your heaven. You're supposed to be the queen of your heaven. And if you are not, then who is? This is very important and significant for understanding something. If you are the king or the queen of your heaven, which heaven is inside of you, you're connected to heaven within you. You live in eternal bliss or internal bliss by controlling what you allow to come through the gates of heaven. So, the consciousness of the Christ or the Christ consciousness brings you into the realization that you must die and be reborn again, die away from who you were and be reborn to who you are now or who you desire to be. That means giving up everything that you held dear or true that defined you. That doesn't mean divorcing your wife and children. It doesn't mean walking out on family members. That means everything that you defined yourself by, you now let go of. You're no longer functioning in that on that level of consciousness. You have now advanced. And so if you are dealing with the Christ consciousness, then you are on a level of understanding where you are now bringing forth the kingdom of heaven within you. If you are bringing forth the kingdom of heaven inside of you, you have to be the king or the queen of that heaven. Or someone else will be. Or something else will be, I shall say. Another being will gladly take that crown. So, as this transition is occurring, we are coming into a point where we have to have these things outlined within us. And when I say these things, I mean understanding that, for all my men out there, my divine masculines, it's understanding that you have to be the king of heaven or you're no king. You have no kingdom or kingdom or a dome of a king. You don't have the mindset or the consciousness of a king. So therefore you can't call yourself a king until you can control the temple for which you live in. You're no king. So the desires of a man, most would call it the lust of the flesh or the pride of life, the lust of the eye, the things that draw a man into external hells, which will lead to internal hells, which is nothing more than forms of consciousness or states of mental being that you may find